They used to say the temple never kept secrets, that anything whispered under its ancient roof would eventually echo back into the village. But this secret, it stayed. For 12 years. Every evening at dusk, she came. Same time. Same steps. Same red saree that brushed the dusty floor with a softness only she could carry. The villagers stopped asking questions long ago. Children pointed, old women prayed for her soul, and the men watched quietly, never understanding why she never missed a single evening. Her name was Sundari. A name too beautiful for such a quiet girl. Before all this, she was just another girl from the eastern side of the river, where the palms bowed over ponds and women gathered to wash sarees and stories. Sundari didn't speak much, but when she did, her voice had that rare clarity, like cool water drawn from an old brass pot. She was known for two things: the way she wore her sarees, and the way she danced when no one was looking. Not the trained kind of dancing you see in films or on wedding stages. Her style was older, less performative, more personal. As if her movements were conversations with the earth, the type of dance that only makes sense to the soul. And then he came. He wasn't from the village. That much was obvious. His shirt didn't sit right on his shoulders, and his watch was always 5 minutes ahead of the temple bell. Some said he was an artist. Some said a teacher. Others said he had been sent by the government to write about folk traditions. But Sundari didn't care who he was. What mattered was how he looked at her dancing, not like an audience, but like someone trying to remember something they'd forgotten. They never held hands in public. They never whispered sweet things under trees like the others did. But something passed between them, an understanding, silent and sacred. One day, after the evening outai, he waited for her by the temple steps. In his hand was a small brass anklet, the kind her mother used to wear. He gave it to her without a word. She smiled. That was their promise. He said he'd be gone for 3 days. Just 3. There was some land paperwork to sign, some urgent family matter in the next district. He told her to keep dancing, that he wanted the temple to remember her movements when he returned, and then he left. 3 days passed, then a week, then a month. By the second month, the villagers started talking. They called her foolish, naive, delusional. One woman told her, "And no man who truly loves you leaves without looking back." Sundari said nothing. She continued coming to the temple each evening, her anklet tied, her saree folded just right, her hair coiled like a story unfinished. At first, people pitied her. Then they mocked her. Eventually, they ignored her. But the temple didn't. The bells still rang. The pigeons still gathered at the roof. The priest still gave her prasad every evening without a word. And she kept dancing. Her sarees began to fade. The rich red turned into a more tired maroon, but she refused to buy a new one. "This is the one he saw me in," she once told an old shopkeeper. "I'll wear it until he sees me again." Years passed. The temple witnessed everything. Floods, droughts, elections, weddings. But Sundari was a constant. Every evening, same time, same dance, same longing. There were proposals. Men who thought they could fix her, love her, own her. But she turned them all down with the same quiet dignity. "It's not that I'm waiting," she once said. "It's that I haven't stopped." Sometimes, children would gather to watch her. They didn't understand the sadness. They only saw the swirling red, the gentle jingles of anklets, the grace of a woman who seemed to float between earth and sky. Some said she had gone mad, that the absence of love had cracked her mind. But if madness looked like devotion, maybe the world needed more.